Oh, what's up guys? We're back working on the IS. Today it's going to be pretty much done besides doing the upper control arms. We're still waiting on the ball joints to come in, but we could put the bushings and everything, and we could actually probably just install them just to, I don't know,
to roll the car out.
To get it really rolling if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But let's just go over everything that we did so far. Matt was here the other day, and we got to basically get the car off the lift. So he started doing the passenger side knuckle, and then just today, just a little bit ago, he was doing the driver side knuckle as well. So let's just show you all the nice new painted stuff. Obviously, you guys already saw the control arms in the last video, but now he has just same OEM knuckle that he cleaned and painted black. We have all the new bushings in it. I brought the knuckles over to work, and I put the I pressed out all of the basically literally all of the bushings and the bearings. So now he has brand new wheel bearings, the brand new like Heims joint right there for the lower control arm, and then the Figs / Super Pro bushings for the lateral link. So same, actually the track link. And then same on this side. He just put this knuckle on right now with the axle, and he's just gonna keep on going on this side. And then he's had ARP wheel studs for like 3 years now.
No, they were sitting for a while.
Yeah, and we did the front ones when he first got them, and then we realized that we needed to take the actual hubs off in order to get those extended studs through. So this was obviously the prime time to do that, since we were doing the bearings and stuff anyway.
Right.
But now we just got to keep on going, start basically just putting the brakes together. Maybe even just do the bushings in the upper control arm right now.
Yeah, we can do that. I gotta do the diff fluid.
Oh, that's right.
Shaft exhaust, ABS
Yep.
sensors, e-brake, just all simple stuff that we can just bolt in right now.
Yeah. So we're just gonna keep on going at it. Alright, so it's been a little while, but a couple updates. Both the axles are now in, and we just tightened up the lower control arm bolts. We're gonna leave the coilover bottom mount and also the track rod lower mounts loose, just until we're able to get the wheels on the car, and then we'll put some like actual weight on the car, and then we'll tighten those down, because you don't want to tighten them when it's full droop, because then when you're at your resting body height, all the bushings are going to be a little stressed. So you want to just tighten all the regular bushings down when the vehicle weight is down on the car. So these, since that they're Heims joints, these just flex anyway no matter what, so it doesn't matter if those are tightened down or not. But besides that, just tightening those, we put these front braces on, and these braces right here on too. But besides that, not really much has happened since then. He's just putting the drive shaft on now, and then just the exhaust can go on, and fill up the diff fluid, and then we can do those what are they? The upper control arm bushings. We could do. All right, so now the catback is installed. Matt just finished putting the drive shaft in, like you guys saw just before. So now all we gotta do is just do the ABS wires, which we gotta go inside the car to do. So we're gonna bring the lift down, and then we'll just screw around with the brakes, and then we got the control arms over there drying, and then we just gotta put the bushings in that. And then that's all we're going to be able to do for tonight. So now Matt's nice new, well not new, but nice shiny exhaust is back up. And with our hanger now welded right here, it makes the exhaust sit a lot better, which we didn't get a video or a picture of how it sat before, but this section of it was hanging really, really low, which right. Now it's like almost flush with basically with the bottom of the car. And the tip is still in its spot. So that's hopefully not going to hit anything major like it did before.
Just some big bumps that would scrape, but
yeah. Alright, so now we're just gonna go do some ABS stuff. Alright, so we just got both the ABS wires in. They just mount right to the toe arm right here. We still have this loose just because we gotta adjust this arm. Then the wire just comes up, goes into that grommet, and then it goes behind the seat here, and we just finished putting the seats back in. So now we're all set with ABS. So now we can put the car back up. Hi, what's up guys? So we're back on the IS. It's been a couple weeks because we've been waiting on some ball joints for the rear upper control arms, but we just got those in just the other day, and just right before we just installed them. So the last time you guys saw it, which was actually just previous in this episode, but it's been like 2 weeks, We were getting the bushings out of the lower control arms, and we were pressing in the new urethane ones. So we got the urethane ones in, those are ready to go, and I just used our ball joint little C-clamp thing to get the old ball joints out, and now these new ones in. So these are just like OE replacement ball joints, and we just got the other side together. So now we're just going to time lapse installing the whole suspension side on this. So the sucky part is, in order to get those upper control arms in, we had to literally take apart pretty much everything off the knuckle in order to get the knuckle to move, because we have to kind of install the axle and that upper control arm at the same time. Since that, like I'll show you right here, the nut for that ball joint is right where the axle is. So we got to install that, install the upper control arm into the knuckle, and then slide the axle in and install the knuckle into the upper portions where the control arm bolts into. So we'll show you that on this side. We'll time lapse us installing it all, and then I'll walk you through it afterwards. So just like you saw in the time lapse, we just got this one all buttoned up. So in order to get, like I said before, in order to get the upper control arm in, we have to put it in kind of the same time with the axle, because this nut for the ball joint, you have to pretty much tighten it when the axle is out, at least so you can get an impact on it, like what we did. So we had to do that first, then swing the control arm over, put the axle in, and then try and get it to squeeze into the subframe mounts. So the problem is that these bushings are just a little bit like snug going into there, so it was a little bit difficult to try and get them to go in. This side actually went in a little bit smoother than the other side did. But now it's all together, so now we just have to go and tighten basically everything down. Then we'll get the brakes back together, put the wheels on it, and we'll bring it down on its own weight, and we'll start tightening everything down from there. Alright, so we just got the brakes on, we tightened the e-brakes, and now we got the wheels on. So now what I'm going to do, we're just going to do an eyeball, well, we're going to get it down on the ground and tighten everything. And in order to do that, if we put it all the way down on the ground, we're not going to fit underneath it. So we're just going to grab a couple of the drift spares that I have over there, stack two of them, and then lower the car down just to get the weight of the car, not all the way off obviously, but just have it so then the suspension compresses, so then we can tighten everything down. Then after that, we'll bring it back up and just do an eyeball alignment. But this side actually is really, really close. Like, I might not even touch that side. Let's see this side. This side's just towed out just a little bit, so we'll just adjust that. But overall, it's actually pretty lined up already. So, alright, so that ended up working. Just putting two wheels underneath and letting the car down on it. So now the wheels on the ground are holding the weight of the back. So like the rear lift arms are loose, and that means that all the weight is in the back. We still gotta fine tune the ride height, but we're just gonna go under and tighten everything down, and then we can do the ride height afterwards. Alright, Matt just finished up tightening all the bolts underneath. We just gotta get this one, we gotta put the wheel back on it because I was just adjusting the ride height. And we just gotta adjust the toe just a little bit, so we'll get it get the wheel back on it. We'll just eyeball it for now. Next week, and then probably in a couple of days, we'll bring it over to Lexus and we'll do an alignment on it. But this side's all back on. It's ready to be dropped down for the last time. This side, just got to put the wheel on. I just put the coilover cover on. Videos in the past, I think I said in the ISF video when I did the coilovers, but I never posted it because I didn't have sound. But if you don't have coilover covers on your coilovers and you're going to be pretty much dailying your car, even if you're not going to be dailying your car, having those on is a lifesaver. Like, even if you just drive it not even in the rain or the snow, it's a lifesaver to have those. Because on the BRZ, I've had a set of coilovers for probably almost 5 years now. And granted, I've only put maybe like 20,000 miles on them, but I can take those covers off my ISC coilovers, and the coilover, like the threaded body and stuff to adjust the ride height, all that is still like pitch black, like not even dirty, totally clean, and it spins completely fine. So whenever we get a set of coilovers, we always throw those covers on. Alright, so wheels back on. We eyeballed the toe, so now it's pretty much, I'm pretty good at eyeballing things, so it's pretty good for now. He's not going to really do much driving on it until we do the alignment anyway. But I did not expect this weekend that this thing was going to be all back together. Luckily those ball joints came in, so we were able to get everything back together on this. We have some other projects that need to go on the lift, so it's good to actually have one that's actually complete. So he's just cleaning a little bit of anti-seize off of things because Matt went crazy with the anti-seize. And then we'll just put this thing on the ground. We'll see what it looks like. I adjusted the ride height in the back too, so we'll have to see. We'll do a final adjustment of ride height before the alignment, just to make sure that's right. And the exhaust is all nice and shiny. Well, shiny on camera. It's still a little dirty. And our new mount. Let's see if you can see the mount on camera. New mount up there. So it's actually hanging like actually where it's supposed to be. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we just finished adjusting the fronts and we got it off the lift. The front's matched. It'll just have to settle, and then we'll try and do any final adjustments after he drives it a little bit, and then we'll do the alignment. But it turned out good. Looks good. It looks good back on the ground again. This whole build has literally taken, from the day we started it until now, it's been a month and 1 day. So yesterday would have been a month. And now we're just gonna charge the battery. We're gonna go grab some food, and when we come back, we'll be ready to take it for a drive and see if we mysteriously left anything loose. Which we double checked like everything. We double checked like everything, but there's always something that you leave loose.
There's too many things apart for it to be 100%.
Yeah. Well, it looks good. Alright, so we got it off the lift. We just warmed it up to charge the battery, and we just took it for its first drive. And I didn't feel like bringing the camera because it's dark out, so you weren't really going to see much. But it drives literally like a brand new car. Like,
yeah, it's so smooth now.
It drives amazing with the LSD and with the new coils. Literally everything.
From sloppy, like resisting suspension to that.
Yeah.
I've never driven it that smooth before.
Like in the earlier episode, before we even took anything apart, we said that this car needed some love suspension-wise. And it definitely did, because now this thing feels literally amazing when driving.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Like, literally, it was a night and day difference. Like, it was crazy. So, next episode, we'll do a daytime video for you guys, so you guys can see it. We'll take it for a drive. Maybe we'll do an overview video right before your tune. And then we'll have a video. We'll have a video of the tune. Yeah, or even we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it the tune video. Maybe the next video for this thing will be the tune, and then the walk around. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time.